Yes. Nanny. Nanny. Alright, let's play DiveX 2-4. DiveX, Mega Man, DiveX, Dive Man the game. Here it is. Wait. Let me make sure everything's good. Okay, should be fine. Basically. Okay. Try to play this. Poo poo. PPN poo poo. Okay. What? Oh yeah, it's wide. It goes widescreen. Yeah. So it started up. Widescreen. Beautiful, beautiful music. All right, let's see if it works today. Should work. Should work today. Okay. It's too good. What? I thought I turned that off. Could have swore I did. Hold on. Let me make sure it doesn't interfere with this. Did I turn that off? Notifications off. Do not disturb, maybe turn that on? That's not gonna work either, probably. Okay. Well, let me log in. Let's go to highway. Hold on. Let me log in different way. What? You can't log in with Google on the phone? What? But you can on BlueStacks. I'm okay with this. Am I? No. How does that work? That's very odd. Okay, whatever. I have no choice but to accept these terms. PB poo poo check. Oh man. Maybe I can use a Game Center. I should have tested it. Damn it. I don't know my Game Center password right now. Can I find it real quick? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it within a minute. Game Center. No shot, man. What the potato? Okay. 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 I think it's fine like this. It should be alright. Man, it still shows the notifications. I don't get that. Holds. Why? I said never. Never show me it. Never ever. What does it mean? What's the point of turning that off if it just shows me it? Whatever. PPN poo poo as well. Hold on. Music. I want to use one account. I don't want to keep going around with different accounts. But it seems like that's going to be the case. I'm a one account guy. I don't want to waste time on other accounts. I'm already wasting time on one. Might as well go all in on one. So Game Center. So I have to find my password for Game Center. Google wins again. Trigun. Is it gonna load? I want to see the login options for this. I forgot. If you can log in Facebook, that'll be fine. I'll just use Facebook. I think you can. Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure. So there's Google and okay, I can just use Facebook. That's fine. Okay. All right. That's okay. Okay. Let's play the game. I logged in with Facebook, right? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I did. Beginner login. What is that? What'd I get? I don't even know. Okay. Good work on your mission. This is the cyberspace where we manage every Mega Man data. We're gonna get ready. Strengthen your power. Okay, I'm not that far in on this one. Alright, this is my main game though. This is the Facebook. All in on Facebook. How far back is this? Bruh. Amazing. Indubitably. Buster. I got a Buster. Listen here, Buster. Military Buster. Alright. We're so far back behind here. Wow, okay. Yeah. This will be my main. This is my main game. Damn it. I'm so far behind. And I don't have that character I had before. Damn. That's okay. What can you do? Yes, I did this already. Epic. Damn, man. You have to kill that guy? You have to kill him. That's it. I got my Mega Buster right here, baby. Are so far behind. Oh god, I feel so bad about it. What can you do? Actual memory. I am the Mega Man. The weapon data, yes, yes. This is the not brightness. Turn it up. Okay. The XP program. Okay. Yep. Now, next mission, I guess. Axel's pretty cool. I think he aged better. He got better with age. People didn't like him at first, I think. It was all about Mega Man, and then he came along. People are like, "Who's this guy?" That's how I feel, at least. I don't know if that's actually how it was. That's what I remember. It was like Sonic Heroes had a bunch of new characters, or all those other characters you could be instead of Sonic. Oh crap. This game ain't difficult at all. Not yet. I want to see how difficult it can. It's all numbers game, I think. Just gotta level up. Keep up with the levels. Oh! I want to try to get this. My brother was able to get this. He was playing earlier. He didn't miss it at all. He saw it. He got the first try. He's pro. Caution. Yo, what up? Oh. That's the end of the mission. Yeah, alright. Level up. Level me up, Kilimanjaro. Level me up. What was that noise? Rockman Exo. Dive. Dive. That could be good. Okay. The Saber sub. We're still at the tutorial. Damn. I'm on a truck. Who's driving it? Eddie? Eddie, bro? You can't jump off the truck. Okay. Damn. I'm lazy. Woo! Got the NOS on there. Megan's not even the screen for that one. For the victory pose. The research. She's very excited. Very excited about it all this. Research completed. The Saber. Items. I got it. Equip it. Unlock. You have to unlock it first. Was it like get the attributes or something? I already had it though. Tough call. I'm not gonna use the military buster, I think. Oh, he looks cool with the sword. I didn't know that. Different poses. Alrighty. Okay, so after this one, that's where I was before. That's fine. Alright, here we go. Okay. The sword is more involved. Can't get that guy. Oh, there he is. They come to me. The law of attraction. K-style. How are you supposed to get those guys? There you go. Double jump. Hey. Sword only run. Come back. Mega Man and Smash. Mega Man X. Zero. What if they put Zero in Smash? He's already a Mii fighter though, but that'd be epic. Not really. I'm switching. Oh, his bomb exploded that he dropped when he died. It was connected to him symbiotically. It's like Smash Brothers. Yo, what up? What? That's it. That's it. Results? The world. You get the world. Alright, boss stage. Twitter. That's annoying. Acquire. Okay, got that. What's this? A bunch of stuff there. Achievements. Wow. We almost have enough for the 10K thing. Acquire. We have some research results. Pick them up. Okay. What? X memory. What's this? Level 16. There's a chat. Yeah, we'll save up for this, the 1,000. That's awesome. We got to go for that. We're almost there. I can't believe there's a chat room. That's cool. You don't see that every day. I should upgrade my weapon. How do you do this? Level up. Let me try this. Okay. Okay. What's the max? Okay. There's a way to level up Mega Man himself. I don't know if we got to that part yet. The web. Prince of the Skies event. Must be level 22. Motivation. That should be my main Okay. Daddy. Yo, what up? Exactly right. That huge Maverick data is just ahead. Don't worry. You've got what it takes. Do your best. Gomenasai. Thanks, lady. What's her name? I forgot. This is new. We're in the new territory. There's nothing here. There's nothing out here. Wani. Wani. You must be the Monopoly guy. That got hit from that? What? You really had to dodge earlier. There you go. Booyah. Pew pew. I should be wearing my Mega Man headphones. But they stink. Oh! They're not very good. Just wear them over the good ones. No one will notice. Actually compresses the ears so you hear better. Yeah. Alright, our restorations have only made progress thanks to you, and that's why I've been able to call up a new hunter program. Finishing different stages gives you different amounts of stars. Right? And that's why new calls become available. Basically, hunter programs are stored in the balls, are stored in the data. And then they're displayed as figures within the deep log. The deep logs. The world is getting affected by bugs. Because of that, hunter programs that don't show up in this game script are appearing. They can even talk. So you're not the only one progressing. I can grow too. Whoa there. Whoa there, sister. This is a one-woman show. Now you can come. Congratulations. You're welcome. I mean... Story? Everything's going well. Yay, yay. You must have noticed that the Maverick data and are getting stronger and stronger. We need a combat skill upgrade. Oh, look at that face. Mischievous. I like that. It's cool. I'm gonna save that one. Next, let's immediately upgrade the skill level of the hunter program. Okay. Well. Level it up. Was that available before? More damage. More better. Upgrade weapon skill levels. Okay. 2. Rocket and Mega Buster. Passive skill. Okay. This is pretty cool. Skin? Yo, what up? I need to get more of these memories. 30 of them. Sick. game. Give me gamer neck. I saw that. Jesus. My hair's a freaking mess, bro. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. What we got? We have 1,000. All right, let's open it up. A pack. Ooh. Let me get the free capsule. Let's do the free capsule. Warm it up, crack it open. Get the generators warm. Hey! That's cool, I guess. Palette. We have Palette. I think she's from X7. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care about it. That's okay. That's cool, though. Alright. Limited capsule once per day. Let's go for the big guns. Let's do it. It's too late now. Let's open it up. My first 10 pack. Okay. A flaming sword, beam rapier. Okay. Okay. That's cool. What is this, a character? The helmet means a character, I think. Oh, what now? What? I have 2 pallets. What is that? What do I do with the second one? Gatling gun. Hey. Alright, try that out. Triangle gun. Halo gun. Never seen that before. Model X again. I guess we can unlock memories or something with this. Rank BX. They really want me to be palette. Oh my god. That's enough slices. That's enough slices. High-speed rifle. The Uzi, the phase plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Oh, okay. I want 0. That's what I'm expecting. Elia's cool though. Koiru. Alright, up ahead. What's this? Oh, I didn't even see this. There's Zenny capsules. 50k. I didn't even know that was there. What is that? Try that. What's this, items? Okay. Alright, we'll come back to that. Mission. I guess we're going here. I can try her now. I can use the same weapons that I haven't been using. So nothing was really lost there. Alright. Hold on. Wait, what's going on here? I'm too tall. I'll tell you, fix that later. Where were we? Where were we? Ah, yes, the gallery stage from Mega Man X. Don't worry, I'll guide you. I won't let you get lost. Get yourself ready and go. All right. It's the armadillo. Big missile. Flames. Ness. Attack. PK fire. Oh, go back. What's down here? Death? They're coming. All right. Dodged it. His helmet dodged it. Does blocking count as a dodge? Got him. That's pretty cool. It's like a modded Mega Man X. Remastered. There's something here. Damn it! My brother got that. I knew it was there, and I couldn't get it. That's okay. Level 8. Got some points here. Oh yeah. What? What happened? Elemental metals. I do have enough. That's weird. It's very strange. A weapon. Alrighty then. I can try her. Flame sword. Oh, wait, oops. Oh well. Recommended power. Am I OP or underleveled? We'll find out. Interesting. Cool. Easy mode. Oh. That's how you aim it. Okay. Oh! That was close. Wait a minute. My brother found this out. How do you do this? Damn! Double item. Which is pretty cool. Ah, it's dangerous. Watch out! The attack from the medium-sized Maverick Data is super duper duper dangerous. It's going to take a lot of concentration. What's up, Rusty? You got no mana. Oh, I need concentration for this part. Get to the evacuation point on the right side as fast as possible. YOLO! That's the idea. Oh god. Okay. Hey Elmo. Show off. Elmo, what up, moderator? This thing's broke again. Is it? You don't have enough points. Hey, what up? So this game is multiplayer, apparently. My brother is using my Facebook. We're both using the same account, so I don't know if that's gonna work if we wanted to play co-op one day. That's not good. It's okay. Figure something out. You guys playing Mega Man? Upgrade this. Choose one from attack, health, critical, accuracy, or luck to upgrade. This time, let's pick the health. Pick health to upgrade. Safety first. Yeah, pretty much. Health upgrade. Upgrade successful. The health provided by the weapon is better now. The higher the mastery it requires. The higher the upgrade level, the higher mastery it requires. Use mastery convert to get it from mastery data card. Even if you don't have a mastery data card, you can accumulate the mastery of a weapon as long as you equip it to the stage. Have you seen the icon that says MP? The mastery scales with the use count of the weapon. This means that you can acquire proficiency for the weapon by equipping and using it. That's pretty good. It's like Way of the Samurai. Oh, you're going back to school. Be careful, Elmo. If you want to gain mastery faster, the mastery data card is the most effective option for you. Upgrade evenly or focus on one area. That's up to you to decide. True. What do you say in something like that? Total power. Level up main weapon, level up sub weapon, level up sub weapon, upgrade sub weapon, upgrade main weapon. Power guidance, power acquisition guide. The store can be purchased at the store. Huh? Okay. Wait a minute. Kochira X. Let's try high-speed rifle, triangle gun, and the triangle gun. My power, I'm low. I'm pretty low. Weapon. I do like the Gatling gun though. That's cool. Let's try this. Just upgrade it, I guess. I need the money. Okay. We're good now. Okay, it's like a spread shot. And high-speed rifle. The sound effects are lacking there. It's just a laser, I guess. Oh. I'm getting a medium-sized Maverick data reading at the bottom of this cave. There's something strange going on. Be careful as you head into battle. Minecraft? Dots. Looks like glides. Looks like Glide Loafs. Whatever his name is. Bird machine. What are you? You want to mess with me? Was that a Maverick Data talking just now? That might have been caused by a bug too. What's going on around here? Well, let's kill him. Oh god. What do I do now? Holy crap. That was close. Oh god. Yo, what up, Axel? Not bad, eh? I am Axel, or just the copy of Axel's game data within this world. Axel, the Hunter program is instated? What the hell? Oh, I like when she said, oh. It looks like the fault in the deep log is no ordinary error. Exactly. There's no ordinary error. Let's cut to the chit-chat. Let's cut the chit-chat. It's not just game data. Even the player's precious memories are being overwritten. Like that Maverick data that showed up before. If this keeps going on, then even if you blow up Blow on the cartridge or turn over the console like you used to. I'm gonna screenshot that one. That's pretty funny right there. Or hit the reset button while holding down the power button. It won't help. I'm sure you understand how serious this is. Starting now, you can control me as a hunter program. Let's restore the world to how it was. This is actually kind of cooler this way. Okay, then it's up to you, Rico. That's one more trusty colleague. Let's go back and load up Axel as a hunter program. Yeah. Axel. Level 10, double digits. Oh. I didn't get all the things. It's a darn shame, really. Axel. Capsule. We capsuling? Once per day. I already did. Oh, yeah. Give me all this. 100. We got 100. Do we save up? Do we save up for the other one? Or do we roll? I mean, we have enough. We could wait. We got enough stuff to play with here. What weapons do I like? I don't like the triangle gun. High speed rifle is okay, but the minigun, the Gatling gun does the same thing, but it looks cooler. So I like the Gatling gun. The sword, we have to try the flame sword. Probably gonna like the flame sword though. Dive in. She's kind of cool. I'm still underpowered. Not if I have this. Should be fine. I'll be right. I'll be fine. This is a minecart stage. Please be careful not to fall off. Did you load me up as a hunter program? I can use some skills that X can't, so please execute me sometimes. Oh, oops, I didn't know. I forgot about that. Let me do that. I forgot. I forgot, man. Hunter program. How do we do that? Load him up as a hunter program. Here we go. Okay. Sick. Ikyo. Ikyo. We got him. Now we got him. What does that mean? Whoops. I like her. More powerful. Yo, what up? Alright. Alright, you're in. Alright, we got him. Whoa, bullet frenzy attack. Roll attack. Sonic spin. Soda, soda. Here we go. I think he can hover. That was close. Oh my god. I guess not. What's his special ability? Taking your leave? Okay, Elmo. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. What? Okay. Okay, if you use the double jump, you can't dash. That's what's going on there. Yo, what up? Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh. Nothing up here. There's nothing here. That's weird, huh? Can't be. Oh well. The camera can't follow. Too fast. Nah, I think you can go up there. All right. Here we go. Oh. Was it worth it? We'll see. Go. Mission complete. How do you feel about the minecart? It's not bad, right? It's okay. Ad time. You naughty, naughty. Ad time. I'm trying to do it. Axel's okay. Running ad break. I'll try not to do anything too exciting. While you were battling that Maverick data, I have collected X data fragments. Use this fragment to rank up. Okay. When your character levels up, you unlock new skills. Ranked up successfully, X has gained new skills. These 2 skill cards are upgrades for a charge shot. Charge accelerates, decreases the charge time. Power up adds more charge power. You can choose one of these upgrades. So let's take power up this time. Alright. It's in. It's like Mega Man Battle Network. Battle Network, actually, those cards look like Switch cartridges. Skill card equipped. X's combat skill has been improved. Oh, by the way, one hunter program can equip 2 skill cards at the same time. You can change it at the 1 and 2 buttons, so don't forget to equip it when you unlock the second skills card slot. Okay. Can I do that now? No. Costs gold and 1 green thing. What is that? SP. Okay. She got big missile. Area yo. Do I want to use Axel again? Execute. Wait, did I use the sword? I think I did. Alright, so what guns do I like now? Gatling gun? The regular X-Buster? Sword. That's not bad. Alright. Got more mine carts. Oh. It's good to have a ranged weapon. Always. What? Too good. He's too powerful. Damn. Get wrecked. I am almost half HP though. I am half HP. Oh my god. Oh. No. Okay. Where's the HP though? I really gotta dodge this stuff. Oh yeah. Oh! Cannot perform action during the battle. Return to the battle immediately. Reorganizing program need to be consumed if greater than level 21. Okay. So we basically can't die until level 21. That was the final. Now I feel real bad. Level 12. Level 12. Boss battle. Well, the blue sword. That's better, I guess. Not sure what the gallery does exactly there. Oh, wait. I don't know. Seems okay. Upgrade attack power. I don't know. I'm broke. I'll be her. It fits her too. Something has appeared. Something on the wing. There's a huge Maverick Data signature up ahead, but I'm sure you can take it, player. Player. Okay. Yep, giant lobster scorpion, Mega Scorpio. It's a giant scorpion-like mechanoloid that belongs to Red Alert. Mega Scorpio was used to track down Axel after he escaped, and it almost destroyed the entire city. It looks really good. The models in this game, dots. Just like you, we do have lives too. Just as you've always thought. Come now, a battle to the death. As you always thought, that medium-sized Maverick Data just now too. What are they talking about? This Maverick Data is enormously powerful. Please be careful. Okay. What do I do about this? Oh my. Yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah, I got him. Sick. Be careful. Oh. So foolish, you think you can defeat me? How can Mega Scorpio talk? Seems like I've heard that somewhere before. Someone gonna save us? Who's that? Who approaches? Blue Zero. You're. It's like winterized. You're going to meet your doom here. I'm going to repair this error. Is he a white antibody? We'll wait and see. Oh. That's pretty sick. Damn. He felt that one. It's Mega Man Zero. Hey, you're okay, right? Huh? Zero? But the color seems different. Is it because of a program fault? Thank you for saving me. Zero? Haha, that pose might be the way. Be that way. The pose might be that way, but I am not Zero. My personality is totally different, isn't it? I see, Zero. Hey, Charlie boy. I used to be the administrator of the Deep Log, but now my appearance in this world is also some kind of program fault. When the fault occurred, I appeared as Zero. That's not bad. That's not a bad trait. Could have been worse. Ha! She must be Rico, then. She must be Rico, then. You've been relying on her guidance too much. Leave it to me. I'll lend a hand. We need to return this Deep Log world, the data, and all these memories to how they originally were. We need to do a full backup first. How about this? I'll give you some new weapon data. Rico, after you get back, please help the player to analyze it. What? Relying on me too much? Of all the nerve. But he did help and give you a new weapon, so that means we've added a new ally. He's apparently the administrator of the Deep Log. Oh, right. Oh, right. He just explained it. He just explained it. I don't know what that means, though. I'm not actually the hunter program for Zero, so from now on, I'll only be able to help with guidance. Okay. Yeah, he's not able to be the hunter program. As for the real Zero data, that'll depend on how you and Rico grow. One day, you'll be able to call on it. You can do it. You can do it. Boom. What a hunk. Level 13. I have some good news for you. We've successfully analyzed the data from that boss you just defeated and converted that data into chips. How about that? Am I good? Please say that I'm good. Using chips allows you to use some boss's skills during battle. Let's go and set up your first chip. Chip. Oh, spoilers, it shows all the bosses. You've received the chip of Mao the Giant. Mao. Putting a chip to use first requires equipping it to your weapon. Okay. Seems good. Chip successfully equipped. When you use this weapon, you can now perform Mao the Giant's special spiked ball attack. There's a boss skill button on the battle screen now. Tap to switch it on and off. When it's on you, you can use the boss's skill while attacking. Because it equips to the weapons. Because it equips to the weapon, it will activate with tapping the attack button. Boss skill is very powerful, so don't hesitate to use it. That will be very helpful. Remember, each chip works only with certain weapons. The Mao, the giant chip, can only be equipped on range weapons. There are more chips. You can research them in the lab. Once the research is done, you'll get the new chips. Okay. Yo, look at all the bosses, though. Spoilers. They just show everything. They show everything. That's OP. Should I be looking at all this stuff? We're already doing it. Oh, whoops. Oh, God. Who the heck is this? Bite. Alright. Alright then. So. Next area. Where are we? Did that one. Did we do that one? Is that the boss? Yeah. Alright. Should be good. Let's see what's next. New map, third area. The next piece of data to restore is the factory stage from Mega Man X. Now you understand how to control a hunter program, right? Huh? Wait a minute. I'm the one who's supposed to be introduced to stage data. The stage design here is complicated, but you have to keep going forward. Go! Okay. Oh, I'm like green. It's on right now. It's off. It's on. Oh, I just used it. Okay. That's cool. It's a giant spike ball. A phone game? That's right. Yes, it is. Mega Man Dive. It came out yesterday. I'm liking it so far. I've been waiting for this game. I've been waiting for this for a while now. I could have played the beta, but I wanted to wait for the full release. And I could have probably played it if I could have played it in Japanese, but I'd rather wait for the American release, English release. Let me turn that off. Alright. Who is it? What's this girl's name? Ariel? I forgot. Something like that. It's something like that. Alright, missile. Well, can't go. Gotta kill the enemies. The game won't be satisfied till you kill every single living thing. I'm not sure, Alphwalk. I saw a video once where people connected a PS4 controller to the iPhone. I want to try it one day. On the PC as well, BlueStacks, you could probably connect a controller. I'm not familiar with using controllers for mobile games. I'm sure you could. I'm assuming you can. But I don't know. Far but from Casual might know. For sure. Here, I'll switch it up. I'll use a Gatling gun. Actually, we'll use this sword. See how I feel about that one. Let me see how I feel about that. Yeah, with Bluetooth. Oh, Xbox does it too? Nice. My Xbox controller broke. The PS4 was the only one that lasted longer. The connection micro USB connector to the controller got looser. But the PS4 one was fine. So I was like, okay. I guess I'm using PS4. The PS4 controller life chose me. It just won't stay connected. Can't connect it to charge it. And stuff. Just gave up on it. I'm all set. I might go back. I do like the Xbox controllers. If I ever need a controller, maybe I'll try to switch it. I do have a PS4 though, I don't have an Xbox. There's just more benefit to using PS4 for me now. I'm fine. I have a lot of HP somehow. Oh crap. I like how you don't die from the lava in this game. The other Mega Man games you do. Damn. Sick. Yeah. Could try it. I got this one here. Looks good. I could try it right now. Wait, hold on. Let's see what happens. Oh, I got 0? What was that? 0 puzzle pieces. Alright, let's see. Bluetooth. I see the Pip-Boy stand is up. Jigglypuff. I don't see the controller. Oh, there it is. Got it. Alright, it's connected. Let's see. I'm gonna use the touchscreen for the menu and stuff, though. I mean... can't even do anything there. Let's see what's going on here. What? Card? Permanent. What is that currency? I don't know what that is. What is that? Proto Man? These are cards, though. Okay. Alright. I don't think it's gonna work. It doesn't work on the menu, apparently. I'm gonna try to do it in the game. I'll try this guy. It's red. Does that mean it's low charge? It doesn't work. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a huge Maverick data signature up ahead. Except for its face, the huge Maverick data up ahead is immune to attack. Keep that in mind as you go into battle. Oh, that was awesome. You understood it all perfectly. Well, I'm familiar with the deep log, too. Anyway, it's your turn now. Oh, that's Otto. Oh, that's just the boss. Big ball guy. Giant Mechaniloid CF4. It's a mass-produced giant thing that is used to conquer cities around the world. It has great power and it looks horrible, but it has low speed due to its size and weight. This giant thing can only be damaged by attacking the head. Okay. Dots. Attack! Intruders must be defeated. Gigantic Mechaniloid CF0. I see. But I didn't realize you'd show up here. Get going. Start the restoration. It doesn't work. Alright. Oh, crap. Maybe on BlueStacks, though. I'm not sure. BlueStacks is different. BlueStacks is built different. Alright, we gotta go for the head. This is more involved than the other bosses. Oh, crap. Okay, forget that. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh my god, I'm dying. It's over. There's no shot. Oh, defensive maneuvers. I got him. Okay. Bummer. Maybe on BlueStacks. I'll try to do that sometime, I'm sure. Maybe there's a way, though. Maybe. You would think there would be. Mega Man X Dive controller support? I'm curious. Oh, someone says how to set up Bluetooth gamepad. Is that for BlueStacks, though? What is this? Oh! There's an option for it. Hold on. In the settings, of course! Forgot about the settings. Find the keys. That's fine. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with the way it's playing right now. You can do more and more. I guess you're worried that you won't remember everything. It's time to talk about this mission thing over here. Come check it out with me. Okay. These daily missions are the missions that I hope you can accomplish every day for the rest of your life. When you finish them, you get XP and stuff. We get that part. We get that. We were all waiting for it. I was only curious. He isn't on any of my lists. We have successfully established a battle network you can play against other players. Battle network is finally ready to go. It's time for a challenge. So this is co-op and PvP apparently, which is frightening. Oh god. There are lots of battle modes to choose from here. You can use this feature to battle other players in real time online. During battle, all players' skills are adjusted to the same level, so don't worry about the level limitations here. Weapons will be adjusted to the same level. Only the player's star rank for characters and weapons, weapon skills, and character skills won't be adjusted in battle. I'll explain the rules to you later. The most critical element of victory or defeat is the player's own skills, but you have cleared many stages very well so far. Depending on your technology, it must be no problem. That's right, you can do it. If you're not familiar with the battle yet, try to warm up on a 1v1 practice match. When you're leveled up, try to dive into other battle modes. No. I'm curious about this. Let's see. High quality, resolution high. Wait, what? What did it say? Okay. Shadow on. Channel switch. Sleep mode. Game. Push. Control. Interesting. Wait. I was only curious. Oh god. Top 4. I'm confused. Maybe it's not compatible with the PS4 controller. I like the button sounds. Oh, 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 oh! Okay, so. Is this even worth doing? No, it's not gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Because I couldn't control him in the battle. I think you have to use... whatever. I'm fine with like this button size. If nothing's changing. Return. I'm fine with the way it is. Honestly, let me turn off my controller. Hold up. I don't want that to lose battery. Bluetooth? Blue booth? Oh! Well, maybe on BlueStacks. Good chance. Alright, there's a chat in this game. What are they saying? What are they saying? These guys... We could try PvP. We already know what's gonna happen. We already know. How do you start it up? This practice match. Is that a real player? His name is Annex Howardrix. Maybe it's non-ranked. Where is he? Jesus. Okay. Yo, what the freak? I seem like a real player. Alright, I'll be the offensive. A good defense is a good offense. Alright, this is basically PvP. What? He's using the gamepad. Huh? How's that work? I did what he was doing. What do you do about that? That's probably every battle. It's just a bunch of people using swords. So what happens? I have to win? That ain't gonna happen. Yo, let me do this. I have to be level 25. Oh, I got one of those things I was wondering about. Yo. What? Oh yeah. Daily. Want some Baileys? There's more. So how much money do I have now? Okay. Wait, what the heck? Gambaru. Let's try the machine gun, I guess. The machine gun. Okay, you can enter this place right from the menu, the start menu. So you don't have to leave that screen. What? Am I strong enough now? All right. The deep log. Ready? All right. This should be easier. Oh god. Alright, so I have to get used to that using the sword. Seems to be the meta for PvP. Hey, okay. Watch the health. No. What's this? Oh, whoops. Probably another entrance. Lemons. Oh my god. Should be good. Okay. I am the Mega Man. What gun do I like? He's not strong enough. Now he is. Now he is. Player, are you tired? It's only been due to your help that the data restoration has made any progress, but don't forget to get some rest too. Oh, what's up? Rico, you've been a guide too? You're so sweet. Oh, come on. I've heard enough from you. Hmm? You thought he was talking to her? I mean him? She was talking to him? True. Oh my god, lava. Lost a lot of health there. Looks like he's wearing rush armor. Jesus. Damn it. Oh god. Soda, soda. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna live. Jesus. Okay. Oh damn. Oh. Had to try. well. Oops. What's this? I should get used to this sword. What are the stats on these things? Consume energy to unleash a variety of slashes. Energy, high speeds. You cannot use any blade. What? Techniques when you don't have enough energy. Brief cooldown when energy has been exhausted and the energy will be fully replenished. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm still underpowered. Crap. Saw that too late. Yo. There's a signature up ahead, the Maverick Data. It's more powerful than any I've seen before. Please be careful. We're dead. We're dead. But we'll be alive again because we respawn until we're level 21. Money. 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 Who the hell are you? Randaga Bangada. W? W. Bush. George W. Bush. Hey, George W. Bush. It has 3 eyes, each with a different color and attack, which can appear one at a time from one of the 2 eye cavities. Is that right? Well, butter my biscuit. Isn't that something? Okay. Dots. Mission: must protect, must eliminate intruder. This must be Ragna Bagna W. Its weakness is the spherical cores. The walls on both sides will close in. But don't worry. Due to a design error, they stop halfway and won't be able to close in any further. Oh, that's what it is. I might be able to use that to my advantage. That'll be a huge help. Is she me? She's talking like she's doing all the fighting. What's going on here? Okay. She is I and I am him. No problem. I remember this guy. Oh crap. I remember this boss. Where's he from? Which one is this? Oh god. What happened? We were just through this. Damn it. Damn it. I'm okay. It's gonna be interesting once I get level 21. Okay, this is the challenge. Now this is pod racing. Boom. Boom. That's boom, Peter. Maverick data repair complete. Good work. Just like that, the factory stage restoration is finished too. Yo, what the heck? That skipped by itself. That wasn't me. Hey, I wasn't done reading that. It just seems so cool. Yeah, you've become very reliable. It's like you're a completely different person from when I helped you out for the first time. But you will become even stronger. With your strength, I know you could do it. So, yep, you got it. I have to say it again. I know the right person for the job. Okay, back to the base for rest. Meanwhile, on the third wheel here. Okay. Alright. So that was the boss. X4. This is some other, I don't know what area this is. This was X regular. This is also X, and this is also X. Okay, each area has its own reward system. I didn't get this one. 18 out of 18. Oh, I see. When you complete all the clear mission requirements. I get it. Okay. Oops. 740. 780. What? What? I need to complete it on hard? Really? Is that right? It makes us go back. This is where the fun begins. I think I like her the best. Do I? She has a missile. What does X have? Charge shot. And a rocket. I like his moves, are cool. They have different tiers. I don't really care about her at all. I just like the way she looks. I like her style. But her moves aren't that good. I just like him for his moves. He looks cool too, I guess. Maybe I will be him. Oops. Yeah, it's a good one. I like this move. I like it a lot. So, I don't have any Axel memories. Hmm. Axel's got a gun. Hmm. What? I have nothing? No way. I'm underpowered still. But I'm not level 21 though. So it should be fine. We'll see how hard it is. Here we are again. Minigun should be useful here. What? Interesting. I didn't expect this. Gundam. Bonk. I'm still dying. Okay, they're pretty strong. Ah! Oh! Damn. It's okay. Sonic spin. Okay. This is a replay of the first area. But it's just harder. That was the tutorial pretty much. Take that. We're dead. Bad timing there. Yeah. Still got him. There's no M&Ms in this trail mix at all. New stage mode challenge stage is available. Let's check it out. Okay. What? Look at her. This stage will bring you right to the boss. There's a limit on tries you can fight a boss per day. After you defeat a boss, weapons and chips might drop. Bosses here are stronger than before. Keep on challenging yourself. We're dead. Here's all the bosses, straight up. And Mammoth. Sure to get in chop register. I could skip the dive. All clearing conditions. I need more Axel memories. Oh, there you are, player. Check out this new system that I have been working on for quite some time. It's called the card system. Let me explain this system, if I may. The card system is the system I created after extracting the data stored in the deep log, processed in the format of cards that makes them easy to collect. Simply equip cards to a hunter program you control, and the hidden power of a card will be transferred to the program, making it even more powerful. While you can enhance a program simply by equipping a card, if you are able to meet the required trigger conditions for the card, you can also activate the card's hidden passive effect. What? The colored icon located on the upper left of a card indicates its trigger condition. Be sure to check the different effects and try out different combinations. That reminds me, you can exchange cards at the lab or at the store. If you do so at the store, you will need special tokens that are intended for card exchanges. This token can be obtained in various places, so don't miss them. In addition, cards can also be enhanced using different materials or cards that you do not need. Alternatively, you can use identical cards to increase the stars on a card. Alright. It seems that I have gone on for too long. Be sure to make good use of the card system, and let's become more powerful together. Do I have any cards? I don't think I do. I do? Is mine? What's this? Status buff, attack up, 8 attack, more attack power, minor, some get walker guy. What is this? HP. Green? What does that mean? The green status effect? Orange, blue, red. Alright. There it is. Information. Why not? Whoops. I don't know what gallery does exactly. All right. So that happened. Now what? I don't have any USB sticks. Do I? I guess I do. Level 18? Oh, we're strong now. We're strong now. Oh. Right, this is the boss. Oh my. Boom. Boom! Not bad. Revised. That was cool. Did really good there. All three. So now what? That's it. Can't just do it now? Must be level 22, okay. I see. You just keep getting rewards? Okay. Let's see if we have enough now. 800. 820. Damn. I could skip it. Like, I have to complete it first. Just get the rewards for it. Damn! How many of these skips do I have? How much do I have? I have no idea. Wait, 511? Is that it? I have a lot. Just use them up. Sick. He who gets his power too quickly is he who is first to perish, though. Once I get level 21, I'm not going to be able to respawn every time. It's okay. Now I have a ton of items I don't know what to do with. How about that? 860. 880. Yes. Lab. Oh, I'm still under leveled. That's not good. That's not good. Oh. It's raining. The robots are all gonna die now. They're in the water. Thunderstorm, even worse. Damn, that's a lot of damage to me. Bro. Crap. Am I healing? What? We're good. $20. I thought it was already 20. Damn it. That means I can't skip it. Get XP. Can you do all three? What do you want now? New armor equipment type is available. Equipping armor will raise your health and defense a lot. It's time to try on your first armor suit. As you have equipped the armor, your defense is much stronger. You can praise me later for that. Tap equip. That's the repository. Here we go. Oh god. Hey, there's two of you. Every suit of armor has 6 different sections, combines different armor components to create the armor. Try combining the light upper body component. Choose this armor. You want to consume? I have no choice. Armor combination complete. The combined status will be random. If you don't like the values, you try to combine again. Next, let's try to equip some armor. Armors can be strengthened too, and the upgrade level will be transferred to the new armor. So please don't worry about it. I don't know what's going on here. Very intricate. Equip it. Armor is shared by all your characters. You can create 6 suits in total. No matter you use X or Axle, armors you equip won't be changed. If you want to get a new armor or components for combining, go to the co-op play mode. Co-op. Here we go. The co-op mode is real-time stage where you can perform groups as with other players. I bet you're thinking, I've never seen it in Mega Man X before. Am I right? The co-op stage is the main source of armor. So come challenge yourself every day. Well, floating ruins. Level requirement 20. That's me. Oh god. There's no room? Create a room? What's the worst that can happen? You could have 3 people? Or just 2? He's level 30,000. What the hell's he doing here? Why would he be doing this? 30,000 power level? The saying there's always someone better than you goes tenfold in mobile games. 10 times better. 100,000 times. That was cool. Alright, let's go take a look. It's like Maple Story. I think he's done this before. Oh, I had it. That's not annoying. Okay. We all got many guns. Crap. Where's it going? Did he die? Oh, he's fine. I'm dying. what that was. But I used it. Oh my freaking god. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah. I died twice. That was crazy. Level 26. He has a high power for level 26. Hey, that's cool. He helped a lot there. Thanks, Stratus. Whatever his name was. Oh, we did it. 3 out of 6. Rewards for today. 1 out of 2. Is there another thing? That's it. Is there another room? Poppy! Poppy! Oh, Poppy. What's challenge mode? That's probably deadly. Poppy. Poppy, oh Poppy. Jetty. Jetty, I made a very good pasta. Holy crap. It looks cool. That helps. Huh? Try not to die here. Try not to die. Oh, you still get hurt while doing that move. Where am I? What the hell? What happened? I fell off or something. I jumped off like that, probably. Oh my god. One time. Died once. Better than last one. Better than last time. Better than last time. What? What's challenge mode? I'm gonna try it.
行くよ。任せて。
X 行き
行くよ。
こちら X
任せて。
こちら X
行くよ。
Okay. Forget that then.
報酬があるみたいですよ。
960. What? 980. So close. Damn it. Upper reward. Upper reward. Oh, reward upgrade. Okay. Still has a marker on the daily. Give AP once. Receive AP. Okay. Shoot. Conduct research.
いつでもご指示くださいね。
X memory. Guess we'll do X memory.
もう少しお待ちくださいね。
How long is that gonna take? $50K? That's nothing.
やりました。
30 minutes research time. 30 minutes. Free research. Hey, it counted. Complete boss challenge 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Add me for AP. How do you do it? Details. That's how you do it? You have to copy their ID every time? Impossible. That's pretty arduous. What? I have heard a law. That's how you add people? I guess they want it to be meaningful in some way. He looks like a Super Saiyan. Can you use emojis? Nah. Oh, well, he has an emoji. That's cool. Oh, there you go. You just invite him like that. Just add everybody. Trigger. Blue Wolf. Juan Pablo. Blue Wolves here a lot, it seems. Wow. That's cool. What the heck? That is hilarious. This game is awesome. Where's my chat? That's me right there. Alright, let's see if anyone added me. Yes. That's easy. Got it. Daily challenge. I'm so weak. Damn. I'm not level 21 though, so I can still respawn. For this one more time. Reload. It's like Back 4 Blood. It's the same game. I love that move. Okay, that didn't work. That move sucks. That sound was like the Matrix when Neo enters the Matrix for the first time. Oh god. I need to make that better. What's the problem? You again. Jesus. Let's try this. It's not over. Not yet. Nani? All right. Oops. There you go. Interesting. I didn't expect like the multiplayer in this game. Okay, now we have... It's time for the fun part. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go for the pack opening, which always yields a rank or higher. Let's do it. This is where it all goes down. This could determine everything. We can get any character right now. 3% chance. You get black 0. 0.3%. So they're saying there's a chance. A scythe, swords, demon blade. 0. A rank 0, 8% chance. Vial. Yeah, the music. Since the probability value sum is not 100%, it's less. Acquired owned characters or weapons will be converted to a corresponding patch program. What do we got here? I can buy this stuff with in-game currency. Interesting. Oh, okay. You can use the coins are useful. Man, the gacha here is brutal. Yeah, I think I've been feeling that too. Shall you card? I think you're right. Let's see right now. Let's find out right now. Come on, baby. Let's give me 0. Any kind of 0. I mean, it doesn't matter really. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what we get. Okay, I use Axel. So I can, that's good. Another character. I love characters. Okay, I have the most of her, but I don't use her. You're the product of your environment. I'm gonna be her at the end of the day, I guess. Ah, that's new. Compressed spray gun. Axel, nice. Nice. Regular, common. X is always good. He's like Goku. Laser rifle. Phase plasma rifle. Alright, the good stuff's coming up now. That was the bad. That was like the random stuff. Here we go. This is the real good stuff right now. Purple. It's purple. Shadow Blade Buster. That looks sick. Cool. Hey. Okay. I like that. That's big money. Big money. Crushing spray cannon. Okay. That's it. Yo, that's pretty good though. That's not bad. That's not bad, right? Damn, it's hard to get 0. I'm about to buy some stuff real quick. I have 200. I could buy memories of characters. Skill points. Loudspeaker. Oh, you can do that? Yeah, what if I did loudspeaker and said, follow my Twitch channel? We have to. We gotta do it. Wait, an item that can speak across areas. I have to do it. I have to do it. How do you do it? We have to. We need some follows. I mean, who? Wait a minute. How come I haven't seen any of those yet? How do I do that? Loudspeaker. Need loudspeaker. Okay, here we go. Does anyone? This is what people have been saying. Okay. No one's really been advertising their Twitch. I'm gonna be the first guy ever, or maybe I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it. I spent 20 cents on this. Now, check out the channel on Twitch. Check it out. You don't have to follow. Check it out. Check out. Oh crap! Check out. I suck at texting. Out my Twitch channel. Oh my god, this is cringe. This is full degenerate. Degenerate mode activated. It wasn't posted. When you maybe Twitch is banned. I'm gonna bypass it. Put a L instead of the I in case it is, and a capital I instead of the L. How can I add a face? What kind of face? Doesn't allow that. What face can I make? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I ran out of room, that's why. Okay. Can I add an emoji? If I do an emoji with the message, is it going to count as a message? Just post the emoji, or is it going to post the whole message? I'm done. What? Well, there it is. How come I can keep talking? Oh, you only have to buy it once? What? Okay. I was making. Oh, I have 20 of them. That's cool. I can just keep doing it all day for 20 cents. I don't expect anything from that. I just did that. Curious. I don't think anyone's actually gonna do that. Who's gonna do that? Zero memory. We can go for the zero memory right now. Starfing Barrage card. I'm just gonna do that. Proto-Man's cool though. Sold out. Let's see. It's pretty tough. It is hard to get the characters. I think it's true. Wait, do I have enough? Oh, I almost have enough. Damn. Okay. Wait, who's this? What's this? Oh. Your message. Friends. I have some requests here. From some guy. Oh wait, Skillo, that's familiar. I've heard a lot. That's the funniest thing. I've heard a LOL. It doesn't even fit. Lucky Roulette. Hello. I don't have any of that, whatever that is. Who's a poo-poo doo-doo? Tronbon. How much you get? 33, that's it? What? Wait, it can't be. Wait, what? You don't even get a pack? How much is a pack? Wait, this is freaking expensive. Weekly pack. Yo, wait, hold on. $8. $8. Let me try something. My hair sucks today. I'm doing it. I don't care. Yo, let me take a look here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see. I'm curious. And I want to support the game as well. Purchase successful. Where's the sound? Alright, so we got some stuff. 6 of it. They didn't even give enough for a pack. At least we can go to the roulette. Oh, pack. Weapon pack. Character pack. Huh? There's no character here. They should do it like Fortnite. You can buy the character. We might get it after all. Damn. Where's the roulette? Let's see what we get. I have to press it? That's trash. They give you 90, so you buy more. Alright. What the frick kind of roulette is this? What is that? Okay, that's stinky. That's a stinky. Did I get something for that? Damn it. Chips. Can I upgrade him? Level up. Okay. Level 20. Can you switch what weapons it's on? Yo, the Shadow Blade though. I forgot we had that. Dive trigger. What is this? Shoot an electric wall forward. How do you use that? What? That was there the whole time. Main weapon. Do I want to keep using the Gatling gun? I want to try the other weapon I got. Yoda. Damn. Let's see. The Shadow Buster and this thing. It's gonna make us weak though. Let me do a normal mission. Actually, no, let's get our butt kicked while we're level 20. Exu. How much USB sticks I got here? I think I have a lot of them. Yes. Okay, they're maxed. Can't do that yet, I guess. Need more axle memory. Alright. I should be okay. Let's see how these weapons are. That was the truck one. It's just straight up shooting. Wow, that's interesting. It's like a diarrhea gun. It's a cut man. Oh, that's awesome. No! I'm level 20. This is a cool thing. Runs out of ammo pretty fast though. That's not good. I could do that too. Ran right into him. I don't like the diarrhea gun. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Minigun does just as well and has more ammo. So I don't know. Oh, there goes the respawning. Damn. One more. Yes. All right, one more time with the gotcha. Let's go. Let's go. I paid my $10. It's already a purple character. Okay, that's new. Marino, Dan Marino. She has Squirtle hair. Squirtle's tail for hair. Laser rifle. Axle. I gotta figure out what to do with those extra axles. Beam rapier. Axle. Alright, here we go. Now the good stuff's coming. Okay, after this one. Beam rapier. Rapier. Axle. Alright, this is the good one then. Purple character. Okay. Alright, this is the good one. Dude. There's gotta be more. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yo, what up? Yo! Zero! Yo, forget the memories. We already got them. We already got them. That's worth the $10. Not really. But hey, Black Zero would have really been worth it. But yeah, I'll take Zero. I'll take him. I'll take him. Why not? This is actually very good. You get the USB sticks. Is there a limit to how many times I can do this? You get so much money anyway. That's good. Well, we got Zero. We got Zero, lady. All right, get out of here, Axel. Get out of here. Minigun. Well, what's Zero without this thing, though? Bruh. I don't have any level up tokens. Get some memories, more I can still get the memories. White Day. It looks like they have Dr. Zero or something. There's more skins they haven't released or something. I've seen. What? What else can I do? That's it. Hit. What does that do? Power. That's a lot of power. Skill unlock. I can unlock this. Attack increase? Sure. After hitting, you will gain an enhanced CRI status. Whatever. Whatever. Sounds good. Okay. Chip. That's fine. Critical hit. Attack up, I guess. What? I'm missing some components. Trial production gear. That's all I can do. Let's try 0. So that's a win. Iksu. Uppercut. This is awesome. Wow. Now we're just playing Mega Man, straight up. I'm strong. Damn. That's not good. Could I? Yeah. Tote. Tote. Damn it. Mother. Uh-oh. What happens now? Bring him back. I don't know what that was, but it's consuming some sort of resource. I gotta be careful. Damn you. I'm coming for you. Damn it. Sick. Yeah. I died once. I died once, though. Cool. All three, baby. Nice. Well, I can't end there. Let's do the boss now.
任せておけ。
I'm not sure how I feel about this Buster. This will be better. It gives us less power. How's that work? I already. Oh, because I put all the upgrades on him. Damn. Proficiency. Right. He's kind of like Nightmare Zero now. He has the black armor on his hand only. Try that out. I don't know how many of the respawn tokens I have. But we'll find out. Or we won't. Oh, it's the ball arm guy, right? The ball arm guy. Jesus. That's pretty good. Damn it. That was bad. Did that hit me? Oh, come on. That hit me. How did that hit me? His shoulder? Oh my god. What? I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that one. Ow. Could I? You're toast, bucko. That's awesome. What a pose. What a pose. 3 started. Wow. I'm surprised. 0. I'm just doing really well with 0. Even though I died. Completing the challenges. Nice. Fate code. I heard a low.
報酬があるみたいですよ。
What? What happened? What is that? Titles. Titles. Gallery. Achievement. Weekly gallery. Weapon gallery. The gallery leveled up. All the characters are there. There's still plenty of room for more characters. The cards. Alright, that's annoying to scroll through. What else can I do? I can roll one more time. I'll take it. I'll take it. No way. What? What was that? I thought it was like something special there. A cannon. Okay. It's the thing from Smash Brothers. The machine gun. You gotta give him his sword. We're at the beach. Why? The beach theme. This is locked. Must be level 45. Skills. I like this skill. Can I level it up? It was there the whole time. Put it all in. Put it all in. Now we're real strong. Oh, we gotta try one more with the power we got. What? What up to do? Air Force. Oh, now we can do the new mission. We're strong now. We can't be stopped. Here you are. The next stage is... The next stage is Air Force. It's the Air Force from Mega Man X4. That was close. I'll do the navigation just fine. Hahaha, that's good. I'll leave it to you. I'm glad you're helping, player. This is an air fortress with air fleet and turrets. Make sure you stay on your toes. If you find the enemies overwhelming, return to the base for upgrades. Now we're fine. Are we? We're dead. Well, there's a little more to it. I'll try sword only. Oh crap. And they make the button smaller. Sword's a weakness. What? I messed up. That was a misinput. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're fine. What are you doing down there? Oh, they're hitting me actually. Ow. Damn. This is tough. Is it over? Level up. Congratulations. 22. 2-star. Can't believe we got 0. New stage mode event has unlocked. Okay. Yo, what up? The first unlocked event is Reset X Database. Here you may acquire the self-learning system for enhancing dive trigger. Your performance in the stage determines your level completion grade, LGC. With better LCG, you get more materials upon completion. While there are limited challenges per day, the materials you get can greatly improve your power. Make sure you complete daily challenges. At higher player levels, more events will be available. What? Difficulty? Skip dive. Can you play with people? Or it costs EP. How much do I have? I have no idea. Let's start low then. The cost ratio. Screw it then. Oh, 185,000. Okay, that's out of our league. What? That's the rankings. Look at that guy. You can see all the weapons in the game pretty much here. Zephyr, that name's familiar. He's from PSO2, I saw that name. A lot of people are 0. I feel not so unique. That's interesting. Minigun. Fatimus, a katana. That's cool. Got that from the roll. The gotcha. What's my ranking? Yeah, whatever. Alright, he's level 10,000 here. Should be okay. Should be okay. Skipping right to the boss. Yep, they die in one hit. Classic. Whoa! Okay, don't do that. What the hell? Gotcha. There's nothing here. Mada. Not yet. I want to see something. Oh, good dodge. Okay. This is not fair. That's not fair, man. Okay, that thing reset. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Can't jump up there. Oh gosh. Had to go for it. Kidai. Hope I don't run into those respawns soon. Damn it. Damn it. Where is he going? Damn it. Okay. What is this? Oh. A box. Okay. Oh. Jump into it. Are we there yet? I don't know how much longer I can last. Oh man. They trap you. Damn it. Relentless. I'm dead. Oh. I thought I was ready for it. All right. Storm Eagle. He was the captain of Maverick Hunters of the 7th Airborne Unit, the calm, level-headed unit. This calm, level-headed unit has a strong sense of justice and is well respected in the unit. This unit excels at air combat with an unpredictable diving and gust. True. I forgot. See what happens. How are you supposed to dodge that? Wait, what? Oh, duck? Oh. You got so much damage. The sword. That could be a weakness weapon. He did. Once I took out the sword, like, his health was going all the way down. Woo! He looks so good. Oh, he looks so good there. Got that screenshot. What? Oh, yeah. I took my time. I can get that. So... I have no EP. How do you know how much you have? They don't tell you. What's this? So this sword's way better somehow? HP. I'm gonna go for HP. Oh, never mind. I can't do it. I need more purple stuff. That works. $15,000. Get a capsule. Why not? Purple weapon. Light wave cannon. That's interesting. Purple. Purple's good. Event.
任せておけ。
That's gonna nerf us a little bit. Oh, we're good. Let's see what this is. Event. Giant cannon. Interesting. Interesting. It's not fast though. Oh, it explodes on impact. I like this thing now. It's huge. It's like a big sword. Giant weapons are cool. That's a wave. It's a wave kind of mission. Come get it. Crap. It's gone. Just kill as many as you can. Seven of 7. Interesting. That's what we get. 74% completed. Or I don't know. Damage? What does that mean? Let's see what we get here. 400, whatever that is. A. That was cool. It's like a waves. I like waves. What is that? Enhanced dive triggers. Right. Items. Oh, this is done. Research. I need more of this stuff. Okay. Production material box. Sure. Whatever we can do. Memory of a weapon. The sword isn't that good though. And get more 0 memories. Axle. I have 400. Okay. Can I upgrade him now? Yep. Nice. Wait, what was that thing he got? I can make him stronger. I need maybe it's sold out. $30. I'm insane, man. I don't think that's enough. That's okay. It's fine. I get it. The minigun is pretty good though. I'm just not sure he's still. I guess just upgrade all the weapons. It's fine. Tokens. Co-op. Tech core. An event boss. Complete a boss challenge. I should probably do that. Get XP. Win? What's this? Must be level 25. Let's just do it so we die. Okay, someone other than Zero. I respect that. I respect that.
Ready?
Where'd she go? I should have got my sword out. Well, I'm alive again. Oh yeah. Okay. What is that thing? Bro. What are you doing? Oh, she's annoying. This ain't even ranked yet. It's a draw. I thought she was giving up. Yoi. That was annoying. Woo. I think I was relentless. She got tired or something. She actually had to fight back. Or maybe nah. All right, so do one more lottery. Just do it. There it is. Whatever we get. Um.
覚悟しなよ
All right, one more. Crazy paint. Crazy paint. All aboard! See what you got. Let's see what you got.
Ready?
Or did. It's pretty hard to fight on mobile. We're dead. Yeah. He's pretty good, huh? Oh, he's lagging, I think. The old lagging card. He's hitting me even though I wasn't even near him, man. Yikes. He's pretty good. What level is he? They don't tell you that. All this information. For what? How are you supposed to fight that guy? One rises to meet a challenge, I guess. Beat a boss challenge. Speaking of... Oh, we got a new one. Okay. We're fine. Alright. See if we can beat this guy.
Ready? Body. Body.
I got hit? How? What? I'm done. The sword might be good. Got him. Woo. Close. I love that pose. I love that pose, man. It's too good. Damn. I see. I know one of those items. Those are for upgrading. One of the things. 2-star. Just skip it. Get rewards. They've used up today's challenge. What? Oh, okay. I have to do all clearance. I have to have HP. A certain amount of HP to do that. Hmm.
報酬があるみたいですよ。
Oh, there it is. Got it all. 2 hours remain for that. Okay, there's the guy. That's my Twitch message. Tells where you can improve. Someone know how to get power? I'll add Lost Reaper. What's his power? 43,000. That's the best emote. Follow? You don't have any friends on your follow list. The one. Number 1 in the world. 128k power. Cool. That's a cool looking Mega Man. Okay. Where's the menu? I want to try to perfect this. Need to dodge his attacks better. More range. Alright, let's see. Just gotta dodge his attacks. Or kill him fast enough.
Ready? Warning! Warning!
How does it hit me? Okay. There you go. Bruh. Just kill him. I'm freaking done. Bruh. That works pretty well. Alright. Let's see. We should get that. Yes. Minigun's pretty good. So I can skip it now. Phase skip. Okay. Oh, we got his thing. Actually, you can get level up pretty quick by adding friends, and they give you AP. Sell it. Chip. Right. Iron Ball impact. More damage. Okay. Can you equip this to the minigun? Oh, everything. Huh. Put it on everything. Nah, don't get crazy now. Don't get crazy now. Diablo 2. I'm not sure. Maybe. I want to wait for the full game, but it's all about the betas. I mean, I've had fun with the Back 4 Blood beta. I'll look into it. Maybe I probably will. I'm not sure with you, because you guys are probably too good. Like last time I played Diablo with like Garl and stuff, they were like blazing through it, and I was just like trailing behind like a third wheel. It was terrible. So I might be better off playing alone, but actually it might be good. I'm not good. You say that, but then you have like you have more experience than me with the Diablo game. You have a max character billion trillion. But yeah, we could play together probably. I'll keep an eye out for that stuff. Is it free? Can you play for free? I'm done. I think we're good with this game for now. There's nothing else. Oh wait. Well, that's not true though. Oh, Diablo 2, yeah, but Diablo 3 you've played, and it's pretty much similar enough. You never played the Diablo 2 remastered if we're gonna draw the line there at a different game. Remastered version. Completely different. Is it actually? No, it's just the graphics. It's just the graphics, right? Alright. We got it. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. They're way different. All right. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, you already know. You know more than I do about it. That's what I'm saying. But check it out. Whoops. That's crap. Well, that was the finale. We got a laser rifle. We got a common laser rifle for the finale. I'll do one more. I'm gonna do one more. What's this? Where am I? What? Oh crap! I messed up. I forget. Yeah, you need AP to do the mission. Okay, I get it. I guess we can't play. How much AP do we need? 8? Okay, that's not happening. Well, that's surprising. Okay, now I know. Now I know. Well, these guys. Who's actually having a conversation in the Mega Man chat room? Okay, that's enough for me. We're good. We're good, guys. GG's tonight. We got 0. We got 0. Oh. It shows a beach, but there's no beach-themed items here. AP offer of the day has reached an upper limit. What? Okay. So there's a limit. It's like Pokemon Go. Your computer can handle it. Full game comes out 9/23. How long is the beta run for? So Friday comes out. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for reminding me. All right. Push. How do you get out of here? I guess you just close it. So I like this game. Goes on. I'm not sure if I'll play maybe another session on stream, but I think it's more like off stream. It's cool though. I'm glad I played it. It's been a journey. Diablo 2. I'm sure I have that on the schedule. Got to get one of those Diablo 2 codes without pre-ordering. Alright guys, it's been fun. But I'm going to go to bed now. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it for chatting. It's been great. It's been great, I tell you. It's just the weekend. Okay. A lot of people probably beyond that. The servers probably could tank on Friday. Probably. We'll see what happens. We'll see. How many people are going to be trying to play that? Like, it's really anticipated. So, yeah, you gotta keep that in mind. You can currently preload. Okay. Hopefully it's not too big. Okay. Wait a minute. That's fine. People have been playing this. There's some people who are like probably play this all day, every day since the release. There's always that guy. I'll preload it. Alright guys, I'm going. Good night. Take care. Adios. See you all later. Whenever that is. Maybe tomorrow. Probably. Have a good night. Have a good week. And be safe. Be safe. Keep on living. And all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching, though.